Yomi Vigo here, and Manchester City just lived through the most City game imaginable in Monaco. Erling Haaland scores twice, bullies defenders like they're mannequins, puts himself alongside Champions League royalty with 52 goals in 50 games, and yet City walk away with a 2-2 draw because of chaos, naivety, and a late Eric Dier penalty that will have Guardiola tearing what's left of his hair out. Let's start with Haaland, because he doesn't play football like the rest of us. He plays a different sport. First, the run in behind, the lob over the keeper, effortless. Then the header. My word, that header. He hung in the air like he had a jetpack strapped to his back. Power, timing, inevitability. The man has 7 touches, 2 goals, and suddenly Monaco's entire defensive plan looks like a prank. This is why he terrifies teams. He doesn't need the ball, he just needs half a second. But here's the thing, if Haaland is inevitable, City's vulnerability is just as inevitable. Jordan Tees, not Mbappe, not Messi, Tees, was allowed the freedom of the pitch to curl in a stunning equalizer. Lazy pressing, slow reactions, and Monaco sensed blood. That's the problem with City this season. All that control, all that possession, and yet one lapse turns the whole game on its head. Phil Foden, though, let's give him his flowers. This was the closest we've seen to the Foden who lit up Europe 2 years ago. Everywhere at once. Dropping deep, pulling strings, threading passes into Haaland's path. Monaco couldn't track him, couldn't touch him, couldn't even guess where he'd pop up next. If Haaland is the weapon, Foden was the conductor tonight. It was artistry in motion. And yet, all that brilliance collapsed into bedlam in the 89th minute. Nico Gonzalez goes kung fu with a high boot inside the box. Chest high, catches Dier in the face. He touches the ball first, sure, but in today's game you raise your leg that high, you're begging VAR to ruin you. The ref goes to the monitor, chaos breaks loose. Donnarumma sprinting to the bench, staff getting red cards, benches brawling, pure European theatre. And then Eric Dier, yes, Eric Dier, steps up with ice in his veins and buries the penalty. Monaco Stadium finally wakes up. City collapse into frustration, and Guardiola storms down the tunnel knowing 2 points just evaporated. So here's the bigger question. Was that penalty the right call, or did City just get mugged by the letter of the law? Because in truth, the real crime was City not finishing this game earlier. 18 shots, endless possession, Haaland doing superhero things, and still they leave the door open. City still look like favourites in the group, but there's a pattern forming. Dominance without ruthlessness. And in Europe, that's how fairy tales for underdogs are written.